Hey guys, so today I have a bunch of new polishes from Painted Polish to show you. I have the At Sea Rainbow Reef collection, I have the At Sea Anniversary Trio, and then I have a bunch of mystery polishes for a total of 13 polishes. I will link the Painted Polish website down below. I also have a coupon code with Painted Polish, which I will put up here and down in the description box. So 13 polishes altogether, and I'll get into the swatches. So starting with the At Sea Rainbow Reef collection, the first polish is called Cray Love, and this is a mix of gold and silver reflective glitter, pink galaxy holographic glitter, and micro holographic flakies in a red jelly base. I can tell you right out of the gate that all of these glitters have a really good formula. They're not thick at all, but they have a lot of glitter in them, which I feel is not usually how it goes. This is also pretty nicely opaque in that first coat for being a jelly base without losing any of the sparkle from that glitter. This covered completely for me on the second coat. I did have to do a little bit thicker of a second coat because all of the glitter, and again, because all of the glitter, it dried pretty textured, so you will want a good thick top coat to smooth this out, and maybe a peel off base coat if you don't want to have to scrub it off. So that is 2 coats of Cray Love. The next polish is called Shall We Dance, and this is the same glitter mix, but this time in an orange jelly base. Same great formula on this as the last polish, and this also builds really nicely, so a tiny bit of nail line showing on the first coat, but overall really nicely opaque for 1 coat of a jelly. Covered completely in 2 coats, and again, dries very textured and will be difficult to remove because of all the glitter that's in there. And again, and I'm going to repeat myself a lot because the formula here is very similar between all these polishes, you will need a thicker second coat because the texture from the first coat is going to suck up that base and you're going to need more to cover everything, if that makes sense. So that is 2 coats of Shall We Dance. The next polish is called Catch Sun Rays, and again, same glitter mix with reflective and holographic glitter, but this time in a yellow jelly base. Again, great formula on this one. This does come off a little bit more sheer than the previous colors because it is a yellow jelly base that's just naturally going to be a bit more sheer. I did 2 coats of this one. I could still see a little bit of my nail line after that second coat, but it wasn't so bad that I felt like I needed a third, but depending on your preference or how white your nail line is, you might want a third coat of this. I tend to err on the side of fewer coats with glitter polishes, just because after the thick top coat and everything, it becomes a lot of polish. So that is 2 coats of Catch Sun Rays. The next polish is called Can't Kelp Myself, and again, same glitter mix. As a reminder, silver and gold reflective glitter, pink holographic glitter, and silver holographic flakies in a green jelly base. Another great formula. This one ended up being a little bit more sheer than I expected just because it is a darker color, but it still built up fine for me in 2 coats. I did have the tiniest bit of nail line after that second coat, but it's nothing that's going to keep me up at night. And again, this will dry textured. So nice thick top coat. If you don't have a very thick top coat, you might need 2 coats of top coat. Glitter is just a pain in the butt. It's also going to be difficult to remove. Use a peel off base coat or soak it off with those little clips or something to make your life easier. So that is 2 coats of Can't Kelp Myself. The next polish is called Lagoona Matata. Again, same glitter mix, but this time in a deeper blue jelly base. Great formula on this one as well. Again, these are not thick at all. Usually with this much glitter, there's always some thickness to it, but these applied really, really nicely. Pretty good coverage on this on the first coat as well, considering that it is a jelly. It's still a little bit sheer, but nothing terrible. This covered almost completely for me in 2 coats. I had the tiniest bit of visible nail line after that second coat, but that is getting very, very picky. It's not something that I would really worry about, but you can see it in the footage. But to be fair, things always look a little bit more sheer on camera. So that is 2 coats of Lagoona Matata. And the last polish for this part of the video, this collection, is called Feelin Knotty, and this is that same glitter mix, but in a purple jelly base. I'll probably blow through this one. I'll try to keep it up on the screen as long as possible, but it performs pretty much exactly the same as all of the other polishes in the collection. Very good formula, covered completely for me in 2 coats, dries textured, so you will want top coat, and is going to be a little bit more difficult to remove. By a little bit, I mean a lot. So that is 2 coats of Feelin Knotty. So now we are moving on to the At Sea Anniversary Trio. This first polish is called Mermaid For Love, and this is turquoise metallic flakies, pink to purple color shifting iridescent flakies, and micro holographic flakies in a teal jelly base. This is in a jelly base, so it is a little bit sheer on that first coat. These little turquoise metallic holographic flakies that are in here, not holographic, they're the metallic flakies. They sparkle
so nicely. And even though this was a bit sheer on the first coat, it built really well on the second coat. Also, because all the elements in here are little flakies and not larger pieces of glitter, there's very little texture in this when it's dry, and it's not going to be as difficult to remove as a glitter would be. So that is 2 coats of Mermaid For Love. The next polish is called All Tied Up, and this is a mix of gold and silver reflective glitters, pink galaxy holographic glitters, and micro holographic flakies in a teal jelly base, so the same mix that was in the Rainbow Reef collection. Because the components here are the same as the Rainbow Reef collection, the formula here is pretty much the same as all of those polishes that I already reviewed, so not thick at all despite there being a lot of glitter in here. Goes on very well. Builds very nicely in 2 coats, but it will dry textured and it will be more difficult to remove. I also just realized that I do not have a shot of this with flash to show you the reflective. I'm going to try to get one today. I don't know if I can. If I don't, thankfully you can see it sparkling pretty nicely in the lights that I used to film. So that is 2 coats of All Tied Up. The next polish and the last polish in the trio is called Here's to 9 Years, and this is a scattered teal holographic with micro holographic flakies and pink to orange color shifting iridescent flakies. So this was pretty nicely opaque on the first coat, not completely, but it did build up totally fine into I wrote 20 in my notes, but it was 2 coats, not 20 coats. What's nice about this is even though the base is pretty nicely opaque, none of those iridescent flakies get hidden at all. They stand out very, very nicely even after everything else is completely built up. And all the elements in here are flakies or holographic pigment, so there's no insane texture, but you should use top coat anyway. So that is 2 coats of Here's to 9 Years. Now we move on to the mystery crellies. The mystery crellies are named in French numbers, and I can't do it. It hurts me deep, deep inside my soul. So this is a kind of turquoise? Teal turquoise. Damn it, Alexa, what's the difference between teal and turquoise? So this is a kind of turquoise crelly base with gold holographic glitter and fuchsia metallic glitter. This is obviously no longer a mystery. Great formula on this. I've said before, I think painted polish makes my absolute favorite crellies. They build up really nicely, and the balance between the opacity and the base and the glitter is like perfect. So you're not doing a bunch of coats to build up the base color, but the base color is also not so opaque that you're hiding the glitter. It's just absolutely perfect the way that she does these. This one built up great in 2 coats. When it is dry, you are going to have some texture because there is micro glitter in here, so you will want some top coat. It will be a little bit more difficult to remove, again, because of that glitter, but not like those reflective colors. This will be much more reasonable. So that is 2 coats of Mystery Crelly 16 in French. The next Mystery Crelly is French for 17, and do you see the name of this? Do you see how I had to type this out? Get out of here. This is a medium gray crelly base with, from what I can tell, light pink, fuchsia, navy, silver, and gold glitter with a mix of holographic and metallic. This is again a perfect crelly. It applies very, very nicely, not thick at all. The base is a little bit sheer on that first coat, but still built up totally fine in 2. There's a very good distribution of glitter. There's no real bald spots or patchiness because there's a good amount of glitter in here, and the glitter is not hidden by the base at all. It's just perfect. Again, this will be a little bit textured. It is glitter. After a couple of coats, it's like a good amount of glitter. So it will be a little bit more difficult to remove, and you will want to smooth it out with a top coat. So that is 2 coats of Mystery Crelly French for 17. The next polish is Mystery Crelly French for 18. This is a really cool kind of dusty gray blue shade. This has a really fine, what looks like a champagne colored micro holographic glitter and little tiny gold flakies. Again, very good formula. Not thick at all, even though there is a lot of that really fine holographic micro glitter in there. So it's a little bit sheer on the first coat, but not terrible. It did build up completely for me in 2. You will definitely get some texture out of that micro glitter. It's gonna be very fine and sandpapery because the glitter itself is very fine. So it'll be a little bit more difficult to remove and you will want to smooth it out. But this one is fantastic. This is one that looks so much better on my nails than I thought it was going to just from looking at it in the bottle. I was very, very pleasantly surprised with this. So that is 2 coats of Mystery Crelly French for 18. So this is Mystery Crelly 19, and this is another kind of unique shade of blue. It's almost a little cornflowery. This has gold microflakies and what look like little color shifting multi-chrome flakies. They shift from like a blue to a purple. Again, perfect balance, a little bit sheer on the first coat, absolutely packed with those flakies though, so they distribute very nicely across the nail. This did build up completely for me in 2 coats, and it didn't have any issues with the base covering up the flakies at all because painted polish knows what they're doing and it's perfect. Since everything in here are little flakies and not glitter, it is going to be a little bit smoother than the previous polishes would be, so it's not going to eat your top coat or be difficult to remove, but those little flakies tend to stick to the skin when you remove it. So there will still kind of be a mess, but a different kind of mess. So that is 2 coats of Mystery Crelly French for 19.
This whole Rainbow Reef collection is so beautiful. If I could pick all of them as my favorite, I would, but I think I'm going to go with Feelin Knotty. I think this is a really, really nice, hello cricket. This is a really, really nice fall purple. It's like a warmer kind of plum purple. The champagne glitter that's in there is very nice and again, warm and just makes me think of fall. And of course it's a little reflective, which is awesome. So that one is my favorite. Again, those are the new releases from Painted Polish. I will link the Painted Polish website down below, as well as my coupon code with Painted Polish. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.